Ready? Let's go.
Welcome, guys. Today I want to talk to you about calibrating your machine. I know you might be thinking, what do you mean calibrate the machine? Nobody told me about this stuff. Okay, so when you have these machines, I happen to have the M7. When you have these machines, they run off of the force of magnets putting pressure against the main circular plate down in there as you're spinning. All right, so they create this pressure against there to give you either easier resistance or harder resistance, depending on how much of the magnet is covering that plate. All right, so the way that this works is you have your control panel. This happens to be my control panel, the M7. On that control panel, you have your knobs and gadgets there where you can control your resistance and stuff like that. So when you hit those knobs and you're upping the resistance or lowering the resistance, it's going into the brain of this machine, which is called the servo, as you can see. That servo has a cable that runs all the way down into what is called the eddy brake. That eddy brake has two round magnets on it. Those magnets create a drag or pressure against the main spinning wheel down inside of there. A lot of times when the guys, especially the guys on the Facebook page I am part of, start spinning big numbers, we have a friend of ours, Scott Sales, that this guy is a walking manual when it comes for the Bowflex Max Trainer. So he wanted me to make sure, and I'll just put it right up here on the screen, wanted me to make sure that you guys knew, he told me to relay to you, which you're going to see right here, maximum resistance, the bottom of the magnet is flush with the brake disc edge, okay? Minimum resistance, top of the magnets is flush with the brake disc edge. Middle resistance, the magnet should be exactly in the middle. Make sense? Makes sense. I'll leave this up here so you guys can note it down. So what we're going to do now is I am going to put it on my machine, and I'm going to show you before we even start what zero resistance look like on the magnets. Hopefully we can see it good enough. What one resistance is. We'll work it all the way up to 20 and bring it on down. So I'm still in my flip-flops. So let's give my machine some power. All right, so what you're seeing right now is zero resistance. The magnets are right to the edge of the disc brake, but they're not touching it. That's zero resistance, okay? Let me pick a program. Doesn't matter which one. Let me start it. Okay, I'm gonna start spinning. Now, it jumped right to 11. So, right now, I'm on a resistance of 1. It's touching just the edge of that magnet, of the disc brake, the magnets are, okay? Hopefully you can see that. Now, I'm gonna go up to 10. Now I'm on a resistance of 10. Those magnets are halfway onto that disc brake. Remember, there's two of them in there, and you can see that, and they're pushing pressure against it. Not full pressure, only half pressure now. Now I'm going to take it all the way up to 20. The M7, this is the maximum pressure, maximum resistance is 20, but remember what Scott said. All of the Max Trainers are the same. Whether your max strainer goes up to a resistance of 16 or 8, they all act the same way. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're on 20 right now. You can see fully covering that disc. I'll bring it back down to 10. There's 10. Now the reason we're going through this is because we have to make sure that everything is calibrated, or else all these calorie burns and stuff are not a true read. And we're going to take it all the way back down to 1. So I should be right on the very edge of that brake disc now with the 2 magnets. And we're going to come to a stop. I'm going to end the program, and my eddy brake should be coming down into 0 resistance full rest. Okay? We're not going to linger on this a long time. I hope this helped you. Real simple to check. In case you're wondering, I'm all set up down here. Right in the front, there's a screen down there. You can see right in there with a flashlight. You don't have to go through, spread it apart and everything like I did for the video, but real easy to check. You come up here, put it on 20 or 16 or whatever your machine has, go back down there and take a look at it. It's that simple, all right? I hope this helped. I will see you on the next one.